So I'm the only person that didn't get an interview at the event. I had interviewed Todd, and I know earlier in this vlogumentary you had seen an interview with Matt, Monster Matt Patterson. And I wanted to say that to me, this store does mean a lot because it's presented me with opportunity. I think one of my first major events was the 1 year anniversary. So doing events and doing stuff like this wouldn't have started without this comic book shop. And to even sit here now and worry about it going under, it kind of sucks. There is an emotional tie for me, but a lot of these local places there are. It it offers opportunity to the community. It offers, even if it's more nerdy, like Casual Dragon Games, which is a card and game store in Lockport, even if it's Lock City Books, where it's more book related, author related, it offers something. It offers a community hangout, a place to shop, a place to go. And I can't underestimate the importance of that. I never really had that, unfortunately. I was very much disconnected from the Lockport community until 2024 onwards, when I started being a part of it. Places like this, how many smiles I've seen, how many places, how many people I've seen come in, and they're really happy, and they love places like this. It really tells you that there's an importance here. It's more than just, go support local business. This is supporting your community. And local businesses like this, when they're supported, can do more for the community. And that's really it. We talk a lot as a society about supporting small business, and it's not just politics. We have to do it ourselves. I tell everyone, it doesn't even mean just buying something. Going in there, posting something, posting a review, saying, hey, I really like this. There seems to be a bad reputation in Lockport with any local business, anything, but it is a beautiful community. I've loved what I've done. There is some ugliness. I will admit there has been a lot of ugliness I've seen, but there's a lot of beautifulness I've seen. And one of my friends, V. Ellis, always states the importance of local community, of the importance of shopping small. I had looked for a quote from her, but unfortunately I couldn't find one. But even Sterling Carroll, I would consider him a community leader. Spill your creativity, the things he does until the wheels fall off. They're very important to the Lockport community, and keeping these stores around shows not only big business, but it shows the community that we care about them, that we want them here. And that's the big part of all of this. We stand at a really interesting time right now, where we can come together as local communities and support each other. And even shops like this, even with co-signment, having art there, Ed Castro's there, Kurt Lenner, a famous, not maybe local celebrity, famous, but awesome artist who has actually met Stanley, who has done these illustrations. They're for sale there. Authors are there. It's more than just, oh, this is just a comic book shop. I think a lot of people think of local businesses like, oh, that's just a coffee shop. That will always be there. No. This is our chance now to save something like that. And to a lot of people, it means a lot. A good friend of mine, Sean, who has been a constant there, a regular, I've seen him there so many times. The happiness he feels from being at a store like that, it can't be underestimated. It can't. And to see a business like that go under is pretty sad. So I make stuff like this. I've been doing events. I've been organizing stuff. It's tiring. I don't make barely anything, but it's not about that. It's about showing up for your community. Not everything's about profit. And that's what sets local business apart from big business. Even himself has done drives. Not big stuff, unfortunately. It's a one-man operation, so it's even harder. But he has provided something to the community, a space, a safe space too. He has provided a different culture, a different walk of life, that freedom of choice as Americans that we have, to be able to go into a store like this and consume different media, maybe have a different perspective on things, even consume my books, or consume Monster Matt's books, or even buy Ed Castro, supporting the local community, doing more. It's very important. And I know a lot of people are going to laugh when they see this vlogumentary and be like, oh, just a comic book store in Lockport, it's not that important, but it really is. Because it's not just comics. It's another space the community can hang out in. It's another local spot. There's a lot of talk about urbanization when you create a suburb, when you create something like that, and the lack of community spaces, the isolation. the desolation, the I think someone had once said concrete wasteland when I had heard them talking about the Arizona suburbs. When we get rid of these local hangouts, we don't have that community drive. We overall have a worse society and a worse community. There is a lot of issues in Lockport, but one of the first things we can start with is coming together for stores like this, doing stuff like that. So that's what I strive to do too, even as an 18-year-old artist, author, musician. I don't have a lot of power in things, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately on that one. But being able to organize these events and being able to be there at Russkull's Comics, I have seen so much good, and I love being there. And I really urge people to go check it out and help out and to support these businesses in these hard times, even in winter. Winter's been an ugly season for me too. Being there, even in uglier times like this, Buffalo is called the city of good neighbors. I don't see why we can't have the same mentality as Lockport. Let's change the reputation. Let's do this. That's really what it comes down to. Thank you. I hope after this to put the Todd Hasher, I totally butchered his last name, but Todd's interview. He is a photographer for Buffalo's Wolverine who has been at this comic book shop. So thank you. I appreciate it. I want to read his GoFundMe effort too, because it's something I have been trying to support too, because it is a community effort to keep businesses like this alive and keep dreams going. So I will start reading. This was started, does not have a date. Well, what I will say is that it is currently at 1,500, raise of 2.4K, which he is a little bit behind again, and it has 28 donations. My name is Russell Scafari. I am the owner of Russkull's Comics and Collectibles, 45 East Avenue, Lockport. In February 2023, I had a tumor removed at Roswell Park and was diagnosed with lung cancer. Thank God they caught it early. It was contained and they got it out. I've been a comic book collector for over 40 years and was devastated when my favorite comic book store, Pulp 716, was closing at the end of October 2023. It was always my dream to open my own comic book store, so I looked into leasing the building that Pulp 716 had used. I started leasing the property January 1st, 2024, and March 31st, 2024 was the grand opening of Russkull's Comics and Collectibles. So many customers commented they were so glad that I reopened a comic book store. It has been great interacting with the customers who shared my passion for comic books. The store also participated in the Easter Trail down Main Street in Lockport and the downtown trick-or-treat where we handed out candy and free comic books. Both events were huge turnouts, and it was great getting involved with the community. In November 2024, Roswell Park found a new tumor in my other lung. They removed it, and it was cancerous, but again contained. The store lost business while it was closed, and while I had surgery, and when we had shorter hours while I was recovering. On April 5th, 2025, our store celebrated our 1-year anniversary. On April 19th, 2025, we started selling boba tea, which he's very good at, which was very popular with Pulp 716. This brought in a whole bunch of new customers who commented that they were glad we brought back the bubble tea. Then in June 2025, our distributor Diamond Comics went bankrupt and could not fill July orders and stopped delivering new comics by the end of June. The store had lost business during the time. We did not receive our new weekly comics while we switched to a new distributor. We are finally back on track with our weekly deliveries, but business has been very slow. We will not be able to stay in business without some help. I have no other resources available, and I am appealing to the community and comic book lovers everywhere. I really feel that Russkull's Comics and Collectibles is a vital resource, being the only comic book store in Niagara County. My goal is to raise $5,000 to get caught up with bills and rent. I would also like to purchase more product to expand our bubble tea menu, along with some tables and chairs to make the customers more comfortable. The store has over 250 followers on Facebook, and if each one donates $10, we will be halfway to our goal. We really need everyone's help to keep our small shop alive. So many customers have commented on how much they like our store. It would break my heart to lose my dream and have to close. Please don't let that happen. Thank you for your generosity and support. I want to also read some updates that he said about how it's been going, because it's been pretty difficult. On Jan 14th, we at Russkull's Comics and Collectibles really need everyone's help. We have been given a notice to go to court for non-payment of rent. The landlord is trying to get us evicted for owing $1,200 of December 2025 rent and $1,500 of January 2026 rent. If we can raise the amount to get our current on the rent, the court will dismiss the notion for eviction. We are scheduled to go to court 1/22/26, January 1st, January 2026. I butchered that. Please donate whatever you can to help keep our store open. We really appreciate, this was December 12th. I guess these are going from first to last. December 12th. We really appreciate all the support and donations that we have received so far. The meet and greet with Jason Font, the Red Time Force Power Ranger, was a great success. Jason is a great guy, and we have enjoyed having him at our store. As we approach the winter season, we really need your continued support and donations to keep the store going and make it to our 2nd year anniversary in April 2026. We really appreciate our customers and enjoy sharing our passion for comics and books and collectibles. Please help us be able to continue operating. Thank you for your support. We are now looking at November 10th. Thank you for everyone who has donated. We really appreciate your support and encouragement. We are quickly approaching the date when the Red Time Force Power Ranger, Jason Font, will be appearing at Russkull's Comics and Collectibles on November 23rd, 2025. I am encouraging everyone to please donate to our fundraiser. We really need your help to stay open through the holidays. Check out our store, as we have more than just comics. Promoting the store is the best way to make a donation. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you so much for everyone who has donated so far. It is very much appreciated. We have reached 20% of our total goal. To anyone who hasn't donated yet, please donate, because every bit helps, and all together we can accomplish anything. We had a great turnout for the Lockport downtown trick-or-treat on October 24th. Thank you for all your support. As of recording this, we are on February 8th, 2026. And again, supporting local business. I don't know how many times I can say that without getting old. But I really urge you to help out with this stuff. It means a lot. It really does. Especially to Russell Scafari and people who have these dreams. As Americans, we're told, chase your American dream. And this is his American dream. And now, as people, we have to stand by that moral standard that we all believe in, of supporting the American dream. It's harder these days, especially with the cost of living. Even my American dream, we'll say, has been even more difficult to achieve. But supporting businesses like that helps people like me. It helps the youth realize that we can do that. It's difficult. It's definitely not easy. But again, we are a supposed meritocracy. This man has done a lot of work. He's done a lot. I've seen it. He's done drives. He's done events. Jason Font, Rocking with Russkulls, 1st year anniversary, providing these things to the community. We should pay that forward. I feel that's our servitude as a community to our local businesses, because they lead the way for a better community overall. So I will be linking the GoFundMe in the description. Thank you.